I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. Watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So sick of pretending. I need to run away to not be just like the others. Hide my face. No one knows it.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Hurts. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And inside the... before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. In motion left goes Watson. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Richardson off the play fake. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Richardson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we called him a surprise. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Into space at the 45. Down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You look at this Colt defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, Do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. John Franklin Myers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamison Williams, 63 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Being chased out left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Smith will come in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll complete this one to Watson.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but... says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Now a second and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Again, it's Richardson.
Steps away. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll send Watson in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. And a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they have it in the end zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
3rd and 4.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The slot man in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Eluding the pressure right.
Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out. When people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they get this wide pass midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Here comes second down. Richardson. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, 65 yards. And the Colts strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
And he'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 28.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They come up now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Colts, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the run to